Say hi to YouTube, everybody. Hey, everybody. This is Mr. Hardcore Mode, where nothing's easy. Here to give you my full thing on Wukong and all its bullshit that they've been going through. Of course, you guys have probably heard maybe a little snippet of it, or maybe the whole thing. I heard about it, but I wanted to get the whole piece of the pie. The whole pie. And I was just like, nah, I don't want to talk about small things. I want to talk about the whole damn thing. This way we don't come back and do like 5 hard rants. The only time that I'm going to do many hard rants is when it comes to something like near and dear to my heart like Dragon Age. But anyway, we're here to talk about Wukong and the bullshit that IGN and Screen Rant have both been on Game Science's ass. Game Science is a Chinese game developer studio, and they have made a game called Wukong. I can't wait for that game to come out. Black Myth Wukong, and yeah, it's am I the only one that likes Chinese lore? I love Chinese lore. I love Norse lore. I love even lore that's pertaining to old England, the Celtics, Scotland lore. I love it. I love it. But anyway, I can't wait for the game. It's a Souls-like. But we're gonna start off with IGN's bullshit, where they tried to do a hit piece on Game Science, the studio that I just mentioned. And here it goes. Indie Souls-like Black Myth Wukong has been widespread acclaim since its reveal, but the studio behind it, Game Science, has long plagued with accusations of sexism that reflect wider issues in the Chinese games industry. I'll report. So, what they put in that report is something along the lines of this. By the way, they community noted, by the way, it's regarding sexism. I thought it was regarding, like, skin color. Because they saw a monkey and they were like, you're doing black people. This is racist. If they did that, they would get hit hard even more than anybody else. What have I always said? When it comes to fucking activists, especially liberal white women, like, they are probably the most toxic out of any one of us. But anyway, let's continue. The sexist quotes shown in the article are poorly translated. Accurate translations show the statements being vulgar, but definitely not sexist. IGN reporting on the fallacious, unverified claims as though their fact is yellow journalism, which CNs were made to combat. I want to tell you right now, this kind of stuff, this kind of hit pieces that you do on companies where, well, let's first start it off with, was there any harassment? No. Are they sexist or something like that? That's fine. It's not illegal to be sexist. I'm gonna let everybody know, these accusations, whether or not they're true or not, it is not illegal to be sexist. Also, it's not illegal to be racist. As long as we're not touching on crime when it comes to hitting children, when it comes to putting your hands on somebody, when it comes to, you know, doing a hit and run, something like that, when it comes to, when it comes to those sort of things, that is when we start to tilt our head and be like, what the heck is going on? Now, here's another thing that could also get you in real trouble. Besides just doing something criminal that will actually, burn your studio to the ground. Or if you're a blogger, a game journalist, this can also put you into the dirt. Defamatory bullshit like this. Doing this sort of shit right here can easily, one, you'll never get a review copy, code, or anything from them ever again. You'll never receive any sort of, special treatment from these studios, like saying, hey, here's an early review copy. Thanks for playing. Give us your true feedback. You're never going to hear from them. Also, those game developers in China, they talk to other developers. This is not for just their eyes. This is for everybody's eyes. And game journalists are going to see this and be like, that's what IGN does? That's what Screen Rant does? Okay. I'm gonna have to make sure not to give them review codes anymore. This is bullshit. This sort of defamatory shit can get you sued. If I came to your house and I started yelling out, hey, this family over here, your family over there, yeah, he's been touching, this guy right here that's looking, yeah, he's been touching his own kids. Yeah. See how fast I go to jail. See how fast I go. You see what I'm talking about? When you do accusations like that, there are two things that's going to happen. You're going to get handcuffed and then be sent somewhere else. And if you show up again, you're going to jail. You do these sort of defamatory things. This is why people don't mess with J.K. Rowling online, because they quickly get an email saying, hey, if you continue, we're suing you for this much. Yeah, that's a lot of zeros. So keep it up. Keep it up. You know, especially with no evidence, just yelling shit out, and see how fast you disappear. You know, see how fast you just disappear. But anyway, here's our report. Last year we published a comprehensive. By the way, I want to say something. If the sexism in the studio or anything was so bad, why is it you start off up here, hands-on impression of the first 2 hours, you got all this stuff. Wukong feeling exceptionally quick and agile. What else do we got? Enemies are aggressive and bosses are relentless, and you have, you know, you could do all these sort of moves. Okay, cool. And then at the very end, you put, okay, we need to address serious issues that actually could be put into court. Nobody's gonna take you fucking seriously if you do all this fluffy, fake-ass bullshit. If you go off and say, oh man, this is what we did for our review. You know how fucked up that is? You know how fucked up that is? That you can just be allowed to be in somebody's household and you join, you know, you come into somebody's house, they give you, hey, you can have some of our food. You're our neighbor. Hey, welcome. You know, you want to play some video games? Go ahead. And then while you're in their house, they give you the hospitality. Then you start accusing them of shit. Like you start hitting on their daughter or something like that. That's basically what this is. Wukong came in with good faith, gave you an early review code, let you say, hey, you could say whatever you want, and no harm, no foul. You know, we got some stuff we need to work on. Go ahead, early review code. And then you come in, do all this fluffy shit where you act like you're nice, and then you do this kind of sexism report shit. Nobody's ever going to trust you. Ever again. This is some beta shit right here. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, chat, if I'm not listening to you right now. I'll be with you in a second. I'm in the heat of the moment. If you were serious about some sort of activist bullshit that's inside your head that should throw you out of the whole thing, then you should talk about only this. Do not get a review code early. Do the whole review thing. Act like you're in good terms, and then do this shit right here. No one will ever take you seriously ever again. This is why IGN is trying to couple and take other journalist websites. I'm sorry, bloggers. That's why they're trying to form in as one big IGN thing. It's because IGN is trying to umbrella other gaming journalists because they're running out of money. That's why. So they're trying to do a long time investment because they realized, oh shit, we've been fucking up. You know what could make you not fuck up? Take out the activists out of your fucking team. All those crazy fat ass white bitches, take them out, get them out, put them in the back, grab your shotgun, tell her to look at the flowers, and then get back to work on what truly matters, and that's gaming. Last year, we published a comprehensive report on IGN detailing a number of sexist and inappropriate remarks made by multiple developers of Black Myth Wukong, including those in leadership roles of Game Science. As a publication on this preview, Game Science has yet to provide any response or statement addressing a report or their past remarks. You want to know why they're not talking to you? Because they don't owe you anything. You just got a review code. They came in with good faith. I don't, you know, and then you just come in with a dagger and then stab them in the back and then twist it. They don't have to talk about anything. Sexism? Who cares? Who really cares? One, it's not fucking true, and two, who cares? Did they touch some woman's butt at work? Oh no, we're talking about sexism. You were talking about sexism is one thing. Sexual assault, I believe that the studio will handle that on their own. Okay? If anybody got their butt touched, be it a man or a woman, that's their own thing. They call the authorities. They do their own thing. That's their own thing. We're just normal men and women. We just want to play video games. That's on them. Stop being anything more than a game journalist. You are not some sort of hero, and you are not some sort of good person. You know exactly what you are, and you are an evil piece of, like, bullshit. Stop pretending that you're good, like you're some sort of white knight coming from the Western civilization and coming over to China, like you're some Superman or something like that. Also, you're not helping. It's actually making Wukong's numbers grow. So keep it up with your bullshit. Your credibility is going down. Like Mitchell, I had the opportunity to see Black Myth Wukong to Summer Game Fest. Though my appointment was admittedly a little strange, I was told as a part of my invitation that Game Science would have a statement related to the reports of sexism. I arrived at the appointment and saw the game as planned. But when I asked for the promised statement, I was told by a PR representative, Game Science is focused on the demo during the play days and will only answer questions related to gameplay. I wonder why. Maybe it's because they want to focus only on that and put eyes out there for their game. They don't want to hear any of that weird shit. They are actually giving you a chance to do an interview. The fact that this PR representative said, hey, you can have this interview, just don't talk about this weird shit that you all made up in your Western studio, your fucking weird bloggers over there. Just don't have that weird talk, like you know what the hell's going on, making up these crazy accusations. Like, I'd appreciate that. If it were me, I would tell IGN to turn around and get to skipping. The level of niceness with Game Science at this point is crazy. That is crazy that they would still do an interview with IGN. Mitchell's preview doesn't need my validation, but for what it's worth, I fully back everything he's written here. Black Myth Wukong looks like it'll be a great game. Now, it's gorgeous, and with snappy combat, you want to talk about... Now they want to talk about how cool the game is. Now they want to talk about how cool the game is. Which one do you want to do? You want to become a game journalist or a political journalist? Let go of your job. Sorry, that's my dog. Let go of your fucking game journalist job and go over and become like a private investigator. Do your own thing. Create your own website. Do your own blogging for actual politics. Because it's clear to me you don't give a fuck about games. You either are a game journalist or like you know what real journalists are? They're alone. They got pieces of paper up on the wall. They got red lines everywhere. They're trying to real journalists are actually down in there. They work at Wall Street. There's different journalists out there, and they noticed that they didn't make the cut to actually become a journalist. They did not make the cut. So where did they go? Game journalists. Also, totally forgot. They're also activists. That kind of messes with their whole lifestyle. So they want to become a political journalist, but they're also activists. So they don't even know where the fuck they are right now. Game journalists, activists, political journalists. Where the fuck is your mind at right now? Really? It is also true that several of the people who are making it have made disparaging remarks about women and don't seem to be interested either in retracting their past statements or in supporting the numerous women who are being harassed in the online conversations about Black Myth Wukong purely for expressing their discomfort with their statements. Both of these ideas can exist simultaneously. What audiences want to do about this conflict is ultimately their choice. They don't need to retract anything. They don't need to do anything. So what? They're making jokes about women. Guess what? People are making jokes about you. Guess what? People are making jokes about me. So what? Let them speak. Now, if somebody wants to go out there and accuse me of some crime, okay, now I could start suing people because they have no proof. That's when we can start doing some work. They are edging real close to defamatory bullshit. Real close. Sexism is nothing. It's literally fucking nothing. Everybody does it. A woman online will just talk shit about a man, men are just useless. They do it all the fucking time. Not the majority of women, but people on TikTok, women especially, just go online and there's like, men are trash, men are trash, men are trash. Ain't nobody talking about them being sexist. They're talking about the femcells. That's right, femcells, they exist. Nobody wants to talk about them, but we want to talk about people in China, so just like them. So women online talking about men being trash. So one last note: I didn't see any women or feminine coded characters in this demo. Well, why are you looking for women? Are you that horny? There's an OnlyFans down the road. If you want to go see women, go see women. And I was also saying feminine coded makes you sound like a bitch. Stop being a fucking weirdo. And I was able to confirm from Game Science that there was none present in the section of the game presented to the press. So I guess it's later. There will be women in the final game, but for now, it is impossible to really comment on whether or not Game Science developers express beliefs permeate Black Myth Wukong in a meaningful way. They don't need your fucking validation whether or not the game is good or not. That's what their fans will do. Okay? You can do this little circle jerk thing on your own, but Game Science has a job to do, and they want to flourish. And right now, Game Science is doing the smartest thing ever. Offer mercy with one hand and judgment on the other. This is what they're doing. They're letting them do their little interview, doing their little review codes with IGN. And on the other hand, the hand of justice, they ain't saying a goddamn word to them about anything regarding the sexism. Because whether or not it's true or not does not fucking matter. Use IGN to the best of your ability as a game developer, because all they're doing is pulling some random bullshit at you so they can, so they can feel like they have some sort of virtue when they actually don't. Okay? Because when I heard about this, I was like, oh, okay. So when the game comes out, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for anybody that has a Steam account. So look forward to that, everybody. Look forward to that. Somebody else is going to play Black Myth Wukong when the day it comes out. So look forward to that. Let's continue. Wukong also had a review code, and they played the game, and they gave it a 3.0. And I'm just like, okay, that's fair. A lot of people did 8.10 or 10.10s, and I'm just like, oh, they want to do a 3.5. That's fine. That's cool. So what's up? Pros: combat is fun and fluid and fun. Awesome, cool. Cinematography. Wait, combat is fluid and fun? Okay, that's literally the whole game. Okay. Gameplay is very important. Cinematography can be breathtaking at times, and great diversity in items and mechanics. That's the whole fucking game right there, hun. Okay, cons. Game performance is unpolished. Okay, that's true. Okay. I can understand that completely. Hopefully there's a day one patch and that'll get cleaned up. I also had some issues with the what's it called? The benchmark, but that was the benchmark. I don't what they see is, probably important. Gameplay becomes repetitive over time. Well, I don't know what you were expecting, hun. You're a monkey and you hit things with a pole. What did you think this was a dating sim where you can fuck like single dads? That game is already made. Go check it out. You want to? What did you think this was a farm simulator? What the hell did you think was gonna happen? This is what I want to do. Unga bunga. I want to be monkey. Ooh ah ooh ah. I want to smash enemy. Ooh ah. I want to become enemy. Ooh ah. That's me. That's me. That's it. I don't ask for much. Last one is lacking in inclusivity and diversity. You dumb bitch. You dumb bitch, that's not even a thing. I bet those 2 stars disappeared because of just this. The lacking in inclusive... No, I'll say 1 star disappeared because of the unpolished performance, but 1 star left because it didn't include inclusivity and diversity. You dumb bitch. First of all, when it comes to game developers, and I'll keep it a stack, they can make their game as woke as they want. They can make their game as cool as they want. They could do whatever they want, but just make sure that that game can be fun and people actually like it. Don't come and don't make an activist game like Dustborn, okay? Nobody's gonna play that fucking game. All right? 500 people maybe. But what I'm saying is they can put whatever the fuck they want in their game, just like Warhorse Studios can make whatever the fuck they want in their game. They want to make a game where it's just big-tittied monkey women. Go ahead. Probably make more money than now. But they can make whatever the hell they want. You have no power over what a game developer puts in their game. You have no power. And you're starting to slowly realize that. Now, the lady that did this this piece right here, well, Screen Rant decided to let her name go and switched it up with Game Rant Team. So now this whole thing right here is not by her, but the Game Rant Team. And the Game Rant Team said, like, well, she was, receiving some attacks. And she, we want to protect our community and our writers. And, well, next time don't hire an activist that's a DEI consultant and get your mind right, huh? I don't know what attacks. Show us the attacks. Give us the receipts. They never give us the receipts on what attacks they've been getting. I'm pretty sure the only thing that this lady has been getting is, wow, you're an idiot. Inclusivity and diversity. Wow, this is stupid. More DEI bullshit. That's all they did. The people don't want to waste their time with you. Her name was hidden, but we know her name. Her name is Samar Abedin. She's a senior gaming guides writer for Screen Rant with a classics degree from King's College London. Okay, she's making it up in the world. Samar has combined her passion for art, fantasy, and gaming with her flair for writing and storytelling. You ain't writing shit, but you're a journalist. But maybe you might get there in the future. But doing this whole shit right here with making that whole Screen Rant review with Blacksmith Wukong, that's not helping your permanent record. Okay, that's not helping you. Stop trying to be a person that you're not. You are not a nice person when you're just doing this to fulfill some virtue or do what somebody else is told, because that's 2 things that are probably happening. You're doing this to feel like you're doing something nice, or you're being told to do it. Who? I don't know. I don't know who's behind the scene. BlackRock. I don't know. I do not know. She is passionate about creativity and culture representation within entertainment media and enjoys writing about games that value diversity and inclusivity. Of course you do. Of course you do. Like any of this right here, like any of that is going to do anything good. What is that going to do? You are wasting your time as a writer. You're wasting everybody's time as a writer. What the hell are you doing, Samar? What is this? You're writing less books and complaining more. That's unbelievable. Anyway, after that whole debacle with this, this is what Game Science has wrote about the game, and I gotta say it's based as fuck. It is based as fuck. So, Game Science reportedly bans content creators from discussing feminism in Blacksmith Wukong coverage. So if you're out there doing basically what Screen Rants does after you just had a review and stuff like that, here's your do's and don'ts. This is what they wrote. The exact team. By using the game key and creating content, you acknowledge that you have been informed of the following content and your statements are not related to the marketing team. Okay, write that. And also, this is, I think this is related to discussing content creators from discussing feminism, blackness, Wukong courage. This isn't related to, like, somebody, like, this is for people that get, like, early keys and shit. Do's and don'ts. One do, and this is very easy. Enjoy the game. I know it's a little bit hard. Try to breathe with me. Breathe with me. Enjoy the game. You didn't like the game? That's okay. Come back later. We might have something different for you. It is up to you. Don't insult other influencers or players. I love this part where it's just like, please no fighting. I can agree with that. Do not use any offensive language or humor. Fuck that shit. I'm over here cussing like a sailor, and I'm like, nah. But this is pertaining to, like, people with review codes and shit like that. Do not include politics, violence, nudity, feminism, propaganda, fetishization, and other content that instigates negative discord. That is a big one right there. That would be lovely if we got none of that. That's cool. Nope, do not include your weird feminist politics and fetishization. I would love that so dearly. Do not use trigger words such as quarantine or isolation or COVID-19. That would be great too, especially for a Chinese developer. Like try not to put those like close to each other. These are game developers. They're normal people making normal video games. Don't even put those two together. Do not discuss content related to China's game industry policies, opinions, news, and etc. Do not discuss content related to China's game industry policies. That's basically what I was saying before, where content related to China's game industry policies, like, people like to paint the game industry in China like they have some sort of different policies than America, which they do, but their policies in China are pretty much what our policies were for like the game industry back then. It was pretty normal. Whereas with Western policies, when it comes to a game industry for the West, it has drastically changed. Have you noticed how much developers and game journalists just don't like it when people just start saying the N-word and the F-word in, like, all that stuff, and they're like, we're trying to stop all the hate. I'm a mother of 3 and I understand. Nobody gives a fuck. If you don't like it when somebody says something, just mute them or just leave. But yeah, this is everything that has been going on. This is true. Do not include feminist propaganda. I would love that dearly. Anyway, that was my rant. Guys, thanks so much for coming by. Fuck IGN and Screen Rant. Yeah, let's go play video games.